I'm Jackie, and in this tutorial I want to show you how you can change this emoji from this one to this one. Yes, I think you also realize that this one is much better, and there are some reasons for that. I want to show you in this picture that actually what's the difference. As you can see, the right side is bigger and zoomed in and have higher contrast. The left side is a little dull and desaturated. Okay, if you I want to show you guys in Discord how they will look like when you import them. Want to post both of them and show you the differences. As you can see, the right side looks much better than the left side emoji. So let's jump into tutorial and see what we should do. First of all, we should actually crop extra part of the image of this emoji, because as you know there are not much space provided inside the Discord for emojis. I think less than 125 or something like that. I'm not sure about it, but of course the area provided, the space provided for emojis is so limited and so small. Okay, this much is better. Crop the image and crop. Let me show you image and crop. After you select it, the next thing we should do is to change the color of this font. We go to select, color range, set it to set the fuzziness actually to 0 and click on OK. You should, before I click on the color you want to select, if you take a look, if I increase the fuzziness, more areas will be selected. So push it to the mouse left side, click on OK. Now we have the font selected, and we simply want to change the color of this font. Press D on your keyboard, as you can see, or simply this icon, and switch it by pressing X, or this one here. Hold down Alt key and right mouse button to change the size of the brush tool, and you can simply change the color. Of course you can also do another technique by pressing Shift and F5. Select the color, and this time let me see, foreground color, and click on OK. As you can see, both of them works. But if you want to increase the font size a little bit, as you can see we have here a little bit bigger font size, you can actually expand the selection, and this will do the trick for you. Go to select, modify and expand. Let me show you in zoom mode. Select, modify and expand. This will actually show how much you want to increase the size. I think 2 is enough. Yes. And Shift F5 again. Control D. It seems it's okay. Yes, it's okay. Control Z because I want still the selection. Okay, now if you want to have some background for font to increase the readability, you can again do the similar task, expand it to about 2 pixels. Yes, I think 2 pixels is enough. Create a new layer by this button here. Here is the new layer. Move it down and change the foreground color to black. By pressing X you can switch the colors of between foreground and background. Go to just click Shift F5 and yes, we want to change the foreground color. Click OK. As you can see, it did the trick for us. We have some outline, black outline here. We could also have more. I think we can have more, so expand it 1 more pixel, maybe 2 more pixels. Yes, Shift F5 and do the same. That's much better. Okay, I want to do the same, so click Select, Modify, Expand. This time 2 pixels is enough. Okay, but create a new layer this time. Don't worry about these pixels here selected, we won't change it. Click New Layer, shift the new layer down, change the color by selecting on this icon here. Select for example yellow, and yes, Shift F5 again and click on OK. Okay, this is what we have so far. As you can see, yes, almost the same effect here. Now it's time for the rest of the image. Okay, now let's see what's actually selected. This part of the image is selected. Ctrl Shift I. As you can see, this part of the image is selected. So let's do some automatic adjustments. First of all, these 3 options provided in Photoshop: auto tone, auto contrast, and auto color. Let's select all of them. And auto color. This time I don't want auto color, so just press Ctrl Z. And next, let's go to Image, Adjustments, Hue Saturations. Let me show you. Image, Adjustment, Hue Saturation. Increase the saturation a little bit, maybe 40 is enough, and decrease the lightness maybe by 10. It's enough. Click on OK. Let's see how much it is look like to what we want. It's much more than we set here, so it's almost done. As you can see, it's almost done. We can have more crop here, image crop, and that's it. So how we can save it? Don't select layer flatten image. Don't select layer flatten image. There is a reason for that, because let me show you. We have a transparent background here, but if you select layer and flatten image, now we have a white background here. That's not what we want. Okay, so keep it as is. Go to File, Export, and Save for Web Legacy. Let me show you again. File, Export, Export for Web Legacy. There are some options provided. Maybe I talk about these options later, but we can set it as I said. This is important, this one here, colors actually. are index colors. I will talk about it later. The less colors you select here, the lower file size you will have. So just click on save, and as you can see, it's going to save it as PNG. That's what we want, not JPEG. JPEG doesn't have transparency background, so select PNG because it will support transparency backgrounds. Select a name for it, test, and that's it. Get back to Discord. Here is the option provided here for your server settings. Select server settings, go to emojis and upload your emoji. Let me find it. Test. This is what we have. Test. And simply yes, this is test, and yes, it uploaded. It's even better than before. As you can see, these are the differences between emojis. That's it for today. I will try to post more tips and tricks for Photoshop. See you next video. Goodbye.